And welcome back, Pokemon trainers and fans. This is your host, Professor Pine, bringing you week 5 of the Pokemon Fight Club tonight. Pardon me. I got a big glass of water, so hopefully my throat will keep up this week. We won't have any of that random whatever was going on with the back of my throat. So let's jump right into the action here. And after this week, you'll start seeing rankings of the top 25 on the scroller down below. So that's something to look forward to after this week. Alright, so our first matchup is going to feature Muck, the evolved form of Grimer, a pure poison type, featuring Sludge, Dynamic Punch, Disable, and Acid Armor. And its opponent will be Suicune, the water legendary from Johto, featuring Bubble Beam, Gust, Mist, and Roar. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. Make sure to give this video a like. Comment below if you're liking just for Meowth. And make sure to hit that subscribe button. Every little bit helps. It helps to grow the channel. I don't know about you, but we're still quarantined where I am. Still dealing with a stay home, stay safe order. But we're making the most of it here. And let's jump right into it. Like I said, I'm still learning to focus over here. Because the 2-second delay is kind of messing with me. Alright, Suicune up first with the Bubble Beam. And that's going to be a critical hit. That's going to bring Muck just shy of 50% health. Muck's going to answer back with Sludge. And it's going to get a poison on Suicune, so that's going to work in its advantage. So Muck already coming at it quickly. Suicune getting the critical hit on the first turn. Here comes another Bubble Beam from Suicune. Yeah, who's a good kitty? That's going to hit. That's going to bring Muck down to 160. And the poison hurts Suicune. Muck answered back with another Sludge. A critical hit's going to bring Suicune down to 67 health. So Muck is looking pretty good here. But can withstand one more blast of that Bubble Beam. Here it comes. There's the Bubble Beam. That's going to hit and brings Muck down to 91, so it does hold on. Poison's going to do its damage. Suicune down to 25 health. Here comes the Sludge. That's going to hit, and Muck wins over the Legendary quite handedly. Bubble Beam, really, its only really effective attack. So Muck is your winner in our first battle. All right, so we'll be right back right after this. Our next battle is going to feature Hitmontop, the evolved form of Tyrogue, featuring triple kick, strength, focus energy, and counter. And its opponent will be Starmie, a water psychic type featuring Waterfall, Zap Cannon, Rapid Spin, and Harden. Now, Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. And as you can see, we were at the Challenge Cup Stadium for this week. We're going through all of the cups. Last week we were at Earl's Pokemon Academy, just kind of in the middle there. And then next week we will likely go to the Prime Cup Stadium before we hit Gym Leader Tower. Alright, so the Pokemon are ready. Commands are being issued here. And turn 1, here we go. And Starmie is going to get the priority. It's going to go for a Harden, so it knows Hitmontop's going to have physical attacks, so it's going to work on its physical defense. Hitmontop going for a Focus Energy, so right back at it. That's going to increase its attack. So we'll see how Starmie can impact that. Starmie going with a Waterfall on turn number 2. And that's going to do about quarter damage, so nothing necessarily to write home about. Here comes the triple kick that hasn't been all that effective, and again here, not much. So there's hit number 2. And number 3, and that's all it's going to do, and not much there. So Hitmontop not looking good here against Starmie. Starmie would definitely have an advantage if it had any psychic attacks. Again, the Rental Pokemon movesets are terrible. But it does get a paralysis from Zap Cannon on Hitmontop. Hitmontop answers back with Strength. And still not a lot of damage, even after the Focus Energy. So that's interesting. Starmie with the Zap Cannon again. That's going to hit. That's going to bring Hitmontop down to 66 health. Hitmontop coming back with the counter, and it has nothing to counter against. That wasn't a physical attack. So counter, not able to do really much of anything. Hitmontop looking like this is probably the end here. Starmie starting off this turn with Waterfall. And that will do it. So Starmie is your winner by knockout over Hitmontop. One with the Psychic type advantage, just being a half Psychic type, but also outspeeding and doing more damage than Hitmontop. So Starmie is your winner. We'll be right back. So far, it would seem that Pokemon that are purple have been on the winning side. Let's see if Gengar can keep this going. This next matchup is going to feature Sneasel, a dark ice type, featuring Ice Punch, Beat Up, Slash, and Screech. And its opponent will be Gengar, the fully evolved form of Ghastly, a ghost poison type, featuring Nightshade, Thief, Nightmare, and Hypnosis. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. So Hypnosis is going to have no effect on Sneasel with the dark typing. So we'll see if that also takes out Nightmare unless Sneasel puts itself to sleep somehow. It does not know rest, so that's probably out of the question. So Gengar is probably going to be looking more at its Nightshade than anything else. So here we go, turn number 1, and Sneasel is going to get the start with Ice Punch. That's going to hit for not much damage, but it does get there. Here comes a Nightshade from Gengar. And that's going to hit, and that's going to do some pretty good damage, almost down to half health, about 1/3 there. The Pokemon staring each other down, turn number 2. Sneasel going right back for the Ice Punch. Looks like it's hoping for a freeze. That'll bring Gengar down to 160. Gengar answering back with Nightshade. And that'll bring Sneasel down to 77. So Sneasel not looking too swift here. I get the cat out of my water. Sneasel with the the beat up. Not much there. Here comes Gengar with the Nightshade. And that will do it. Gengar is your winner. The purple streak continues tonight, or this morning, whenever you are watching this. And Gengar is your winner. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We'll be right back. Next up, it's Charizard, the fully evolved form of Charmander, Fire Flying type, featuring Fire Punch, Wing Attack, Growl, and Scary Face. And its opponent will be Seadra, the pure water type, the evolved form of Horsey, featuring Surf, Dragon Breath, Swift, and Smokescreen. The Pokemon are ready. Let's get back to the battlefield. And I apologize, Meowth is trying to stick its head in my water cup, so might have to kick her out of the room here if she continues to mess with the setup. Hi, girl. You need to calm down. Meowth isn't in this episode. I'm sorry. Alright, so the Pokemon are facing each other down. And here we go. Charizard going for a Wing Attack on turn 1, knowing Fire Punch isn't going to do much, if anything. That'll do some decent damage to Seadra. Seadra's answering back with Surf. This could be very dangerous for Charizard. That's going to hit super effective. And Charizard barely hangs on with 43 health. So not much Charizard can do here. No fly attack. So we'll see just how well it takes this loss. Here comes a Fire Punch. Not very effective. Brings Seadra down below half health. Here comes the Surf from Seadra. This should do it. And that will. So Seadra is your winner with the type advantage, water over fire. Charizard just no match for the Surf. Honestly, I'm surprised it didn't go out on turn 1. So there you go. Seadra is your winner. We'll be right back with the next battle. Battle number 500 is going to feature Abra, the pure Psychic type, featuring Psychic, Ice Punch, Swagger, and Attract. And its opponent will be Tauros, the pure Normal type, featuring Takedown, Pursuit, Rock Smash, and Scary Face. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. So yes, Meowth did just get kicked out of the recording area. I don't want to risk her spilling water all over my workstation. But here we go. Our Pokemon are out on the field. And let's see how this one comes down. So the commands are issued. Here we go. Turn number 1. Tauros with the priority is going to use Takedown. And that's going to miss. So a free shot here for Abra. Abra's coming in with Psychic. And that'll hit. That'll bring Tauros down below half health. So already Abra not pulling out any punches here. Here comes Tauros with Pursuit. And that's going to hit super effective, but not much damage. Would have done more if it was a switch out. There's no other Pokemon here. Here comes the Psychic from Abra. And that will do it. Abra is your winner in that one. Tauros goes down to 2 Psychics. Not much of a matchup there. So Abra is your winner. Would have been interesting to see how much damage the takedown would have done. But there it goes. So we'll be right back with battle number 6. Our next battle is going to feature Magnemite, the electric steel type, featuring Thunder, Frustration, Supersonic, and Thunder Wave. And its opponent will be Nidoking, the fully evolved form of the male Nidoran. Poison ground type featuring Horn Attack, Mud Slap, Thunder, and Horn Drill. Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. Nidoking with the type advantage in this one, ground over electric. But the steel typing of Magnemite may be its saving grace. Keep in mind too, Nidoking does have the Horn Drill one-hit KO move. So we'll see if that plays into this at all. Alright, so the Pokemon are ready. Here we go. Turn number 1. And Nidoking's going to start off with the Horn Drill. And that's going to hit, so this battle's already over at the word go. Magnemite goes down turn 1. No opportunity for any kind of counter attack. So Nidoking is your winner. Nice, quick, and simple. So we'll be right back with the second half of this episode. Next up on the docket, we have Pikachu, the evolved form of Pichu, pure electric type with Thunderbolt, Headbutt, Iron Tail, and Thunder Wave. And its opponent will be Xatu, the evolved form of Natu, psychic flying type with Fly, Future Sight, Nightshade, and Flash. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. So a couple of days from now, we'll have the champion research for those of you that completed the 4 throwback research events. And for those of you that did not, you can purchase that for $7.99 from Niantic. No shame there. Everyone's got busy schedules, busy lives. So if you weren't able to do that right off the bat, you've got a chance. So here we go. Turn number 1. Pikachu going to go with a Thunder Wave and get the Paralysis. And that will hit. So Xatu is now paralyzed. It's going to use Future Sight. So this will be interesting to see when that hits. Alright, commands are issued for turn number 2. Here comes a Thunderbolt from Pikachu. And that's going to hit super effective. And Xatu's going to go down to 79 health. Xatu's going to go up into the sky for a fly. So nothing happening here for Pikachu on this turn. Xatu's going to have the advantage here. So Headbutt, nothing happening. Here comes Xatu with the fly. Not very effective, down to 193, but there's the Future Sight, brings Pikachu down to 89 health. Somehow Meowth got back into the recording studio. So I'm probably going to have to kick her out one more time. I'm going to have to hold this cup of water in my hand just in case. Pikachu with the Thunderbolt, that will hit. And that's the end of it. Xatu goes down. Pikachu is your winner by knockout with the type advantage, electric over flying. If it wasn't for Xatu's psychic typing, that probably would have been a one-hit KO on the second turn. But there you are. Pikachu will be right back. Next up, we have Ariados, the evolved form of Spinarak, bug poison typing featuring Sludge Bomb, Protect, Toxic, and Spiderweb. And its opponent will be Seel, pure water type featuring Surf, Ice Beam, Headbutt, and Safeguard. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. So I was mentioning the champion research. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on some of the Galarian Pokemon in Pokemon Go. My real hope is that at some point, Pokemon Home will be compatible with Go 100%. I have a bunch of Community Day Shinies that I would like to get rid of that are taking up space, but I don't want to necessarily get rid of them just because of the trade value, if that makes sense. So anyway, we'll get there when we get there. Here we go, turn number 1. Seel is going to go with an Ice Beam. And that's going to hit and only bring Ariados down to 250. Ariados going for a Toxic, so that's going to hit. Yes, it will. And Seel is now poisoned, so that's going to take a little bit on each turn from Seel. Here we go into turn number 2. Seel with another Ice Beam. Looks like it's hoping for the freeze. That'll hit and bring it down to 183. A little bit of poison damage on itself. Ariados answering back with Sludge Bomb. That's going to do really good damage, almost half. So Seel is in some danger here unless he can get the freeze with the Ice Beam. Seel trying one more time with the Ice Beam. This may be its last shot. It'll hit, but it won't get the freeze. And there goes the poison as well. Ariados now with another Sludge Bomb. This should seal it. That'll hit, and Seel seals its fate. Goes down to Ariados. A pretty good battle other than the poisoning. But Ariados ultimately your winner over Seel. So we will be right back. We have 4 more battles to go. Stay tuned. Next up, we have Golem, the fully evolved form of Geodude. Rock Ground type featuring Magnitude, Rock Throw, Rock Smash, and Harden. And its opponent will be Venomoth, the evolved form of Venonat. Bug Poison typing with Sludge Bomb, Psychic, Leech Life, and Foresight. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. So I was mentioning, really looking forward to the Galarian Pokemon. I'm really interested to see what the champion research has to do. I'm really hoping there's not another requirement to earn a candy with your buddy. Because I've been walking with legendaries since quarantine started. I figured I'd get a jump with Mewtwo, and now I'm walking with Rayquaza. So we'll see what lies in store. But here we go, turn number 1, Venomoth featuring the Psychic Attack. So that's going to hit and do about quarter damage to Golem. Golem answering back with Rock Throw. And that's going to be super effective. Brings Venomoth down to 134. So 1 attack so far. And Venomoth might be in trouble here. Venomoth with a Psychic Attack, hoping for a critical. Not going to get it, but Golem down below half health, and its special defense has fallen, so that's going to help if Venomoth survives this attack. Super effective, and no. So Venomoth down on turn 2 to Rock Throw. Golem is your winner over Venomoth. So super effective over the bug and poison. So there we go. 3 more battles coming at you in this episode, plus 12 more tonight. We'll be right back. Next up is going to feature Typhlosion, the fully evolved form of Cyndaquil. Pure Fire type with Flame Wheel, Swift, Rock Smash, and Smokescreen. And its opponent will be Lapras, the Water Ice type, featuring Whirlpool, Icy Wind, Perish Song, and Mist. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. So Typhlosion in an interesting situation. It's strong against the ice, weak against the water. Whirlpool, not that strong of an attack, but we have seen it take Pokemon out. So we'll see what Lapras has in store here, or if Typhlosion might get the upset. So here we go, turn number 1 on its way. Commands are issued, and Typhlosion's going to get the priority. It's going to lead off with Smokescreen. So that'll bring down Lapras' accuracy. And Lapras is going to fight back with Whirlpool, so there's the Water-type attack. That's a miss! So Typhlosion with an opportunity here to maybe get a little bit of an advantage on Lapras. Alright, so Typhlosion coming in with a Rock Smash. This should be effective against the Ice typing. It is super effective, but not much damage. However, physical defense has gone down, so that will help Typhlosion. Here comes the Water Pool again. And that time it's going to hit, but not much damage there either. However, now it is going to get Whirlpool damage every turn until it subsides. So Typhlosion may have a little something here to work with. We'll see how this one pans out. Typhlosion going with another Rock Smash. It's going to hit, super effective. And here comes an Icy Wind from Lapras. So that's going to hit, not very effective, a little bit more damage, and speed has gone down, so Lapras may take the priority, plus Whirlpool damage. So this could be interesting here to see if this might turn the tide a little bit, so to speak. Lapras coming in with another Whirlpool. If it had Surf on top of the Whirlpool, that would be great. Typhlosion trapped again, super effective, not much damage. Here comes another Rock Smash. Super effective, but still not a whole lot there, down to 280. Defense has fallen again. And Typhlosion has been released from the Whirlpool. So Typhlosion just kind of chipping away at Lapras. Lapras kind of doing the same thing with the Whirlpool. A water type attack that's not very effective against this fire type. There it is again, brings Typhlosion down to 118. It's trapped in the Whirlpool again. Here comes another Rock Smash. That'll do a little bit more damage, takes Lapras down to about half. And a little bit more Whirlpool damage from to Typhlosion brings Typhlosion down to 99 health. So Lapras is firmly in control here unless Typhlosion can mount a comeback. Smokescreen hasn't had much of an effect other than the first turn. Here comes another Whirlpool. And I spoke too soon. There's a miss on the Whirlpool. Here comes a Swift from Typhlosion. That does some substantial damage. Plus the Whirlpool damage on itself, so Typhlosion's down to 80. Lapras hanging out with 110. So this is quite the matchup here. Lapras with the start. Here comes the Whirlpool again. That's going to hit, and Typhlosion's down to 39 health. Typhlosion with the Swift. That'll hit, and Lapras hangs out with 6 health. And the Whirlpool damage brings Typhlosion down to 20. So Typhlosion has a chance if Lapras misses this next attack. Here comes the Whirlpool. If this hits, it'll be over. If it misses, Typhlosion's got a shot to win it. No, Lapras hangs on barely to scrape out the win over Typhlosion, narrowly avoiding an upset. But Lapras will take home the win here. Would have been much easier if it had Surf. But the Whirlpool made for an interesting combination. We'll be right back. A battle of two grass types. Here we have Vileplume, the fully evolved form of Oddish on the Cantonian side. Grass Poison type featuring Petal Dance, Acid, Sweet Scent, and Poison Powder. And its opponent will be Chikorita, the grass starter in Johto, featuring Giga Drain, Body Slam, Light Screen, and Toxic. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. Vileplume with the advantage in this one, having grass and poison typing. Chikorita just a plain grass. So Vileplume has the edge here, plus being fully evolved, although we have seen that actually be a hindrance. See back to the very first episode or very first week, Magby and Typhlosion, who you just saw, take a hard loss. So here we go. Turn number 1. Let's see how this one pans out. Chikorita with the priority is going to use a Body Slam. Not much damage, but it gets a paralysis on Vileplume. Vileplume is going to go for a Poison Powder on turn 1. And that's going to hit, so Chikorita is going to be battling poison. So 2 status ailments on the first turn. Vileplume with the paralysis. Chikorita is now poisoned. we'll see if this is a turning tide and which one's going to take more effect. Chikorita answering with another Body Slam. That's going to bring Vileplume down to 208, hurt by the poison. It's going to bring Chikorita down to 238. Vileplume coming back with Acid. And that's going to be super effective, brings Chikorita down near half health. So like I said, folks, this may be a battle of which ailment takes effect worse. Chikorita coming back with another Body Slam. Also probably hoping for a flinch of some kind. Vileplume down to 154, plus poison damage on Chikorita brings it down to 104. Here comes the Acid from Vileplume. Super effective. Chikorita hangs on with 11 health. So Chikorita, unless it gets a critical hit knockout here, is likely going to go down to poison. So here comes the Body Slam. That'll hit, not critical, brings Vileplume down to 106. And the poison takes it out. Vileplume is your winner by poison in this one. So little Chikorita put up a great fight. Body Slam was very effective, getting the paralysis on turn 1. The paralysis had absolutely no impact on the battle. Vileplume is your winner. So we'll be right back with the last battle of this episode. And finally, our last battle of this episode is going to feature Blastoise, the fully evolved form of Squirtle, pure water type with Hydro Pump, Rapid Spin, Mud Slap, and Withdraw. And its opponent will be Hitmonchan, one of the other evolved forms of Tyrogue. We already saw Hitmontop earlier, and Hitmonlee is coming up in a separate episode. Pure fighting type featuring Mach Punch, Strength, Ice Punch, and Counter. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. So I think I'm mostly recovered from that throat thing. We'll see, because it's been creeping up at the tail end of these episodes. But maybe it's staying away because it knows I've got a big cup of water, able to take it down quickly. All right, now both Pokemon are on the field. Let's see how this one pans out. So commands are issued turn number 1, and Hitmonchan will have the priority with a Mach Punch. Not much damage from that. Here comes a Hydro Pump from Blastoise. And that'll do almost half damage to Hitmonchan. So Blastoise already with a plan just to knock out Hitmonchan as quickly as possible. Hitmonchan with the priority. Here comes an Ice Punch. Won't do a whole lot unless he gets the freeze. Yeah, not very effective. Here comes the Hydro Pump. And a critical hit. And that'll knock out Hitmonchan on turn 2. Blastoise is your winner over Hitmonchan. So 2 Hydro Pumps. Not a really good response from Hitmonchan with the Ice Punch. Hoping for a freeze there, but not getting it. So Blastoise is your winner. Well, that'll do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like. Comment below who you're cheering for. And hit that subscribe button. I'm your host, Professor Pine, reminding you once again to keep on breathing. We'll see you in the next episode.